Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's time for another anime review. Welcome once again, guys. This is going to be on Why Does Nobody Remember Me in This World, which is a series that aired in the summer 2024 season. It's not old, brand new this year, at least time of recording. It is a series that got 12 episodes. It is both sub and dub on Crunchyroll, and you can watch it right now. The series itself has 9 light novel volumes, which is a lot, to be honest, and 12 manga volumes. So it's telling me that more likely a season 2 is coming. So we follow the world of basically 5 different um, types of living beings and creatures, races. Um, and basically, it's a war of all of them together, but there's more to it. Now, before anything, guys, if you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. If you haven't heard yet, the Discord is coming back next year. So hopefully, starting on the 1st, I will release a video basically releasing where you can join us. We still don't know if we're reviving it or if we're just starting a new one from scratch. Um, Personally, I think it'll be easier to start from scratch, but we'll see. We'll see. I know a lot of people are wanting it to come back, and it is definitely a community that I wish could restart again because it really, beyond helping this channel, it really was a good community for me to have just to talk about anime and manga. So, okay. So we have different characters that are important here, but our main one is Kai. He is a soldier from the Urza Federation, and he remembers his own world. He is basically brought to this new world where his past and future and present is all altered to a different dimension and world. Here, basically, the demons have overtaken the lands of the humans, and the humans are not above everyone. they're losers. The whole hero didn't show up and didn't defeat all the races like in his world. He does find a girl at the end of the first episode, which we don't know who she is. And the second episode, we find out that she basically is all the races put together. She's just a little bit of everything, and her name is Rene. Now, she becomes the second main character and basically Kai's right hand throughout the entire series. Um, but other characters do show up. They meet up eventually with the humans, and Jean, who is Kai's childhood friend from the first universe, ends up being a leader in this universe who is disguising herself as a guy, and there's like this whole drama behind it, but they end up convincing her and letting her know that he is from a different dimension, and part of it is him revealing to her that he knows that she's a girl, so on and so forth. um, there's other people like Ashran, who is part of the army as well, that is part of them, and then their other characters eventually join in as well. But essentially, first they go against the demon, and there's this demon lady, I guess queen, who is ruling around them, and she is the leader of them. And first 3 4 episodes essentially them challenging them and beating her. That's probably, I want to say, the the longest fight in the entire series. From there, they go into elf territory, and the elves and the dwarfs are basically mythical creatures, and they work under the angels, and the angels are now basically going against them. So instead of the elves and dwarfs going against humans, they actually end up teaming up with them, and they go against the angels. And the angels eventually team up with them because they start realizing that the main angel dude is corrupted. He is controlled or almost possessed by another being that is basically controlling him, and the being is like very futuristic looking. But when we see the being before that episode in the demon world as well, and it almost seems like all these leaders, as Kai is defeating them, they go back to their senses and they remember the hero who was, but is not part of that universe. So it almost feels like they kind of all were hiding a secret and we don't know what the secret is, right? So after the Angels, they regroup and there's a lot of things going on in between. Obviously, we have fan service scenes where it's just Kai being a boy and he's surrounded by all these female soldiers and who are doing their own thing. Um, and we have multiple scenes of that, right? But after that, the main thing that happens is that they um, they are able to um, learn more of the world through finding some of these tombs that they found. That he knows that they're tombs, but they're actually homes to some of these characters. So maybe they're part of the reincarnation of the whole world. It almost seems like everyone ends up being in unity and in some type of treaty or peace agreement, for the exception of the beast kind. Um, they kind of never come to agreement, but they all go against this like electronic being, and there's that's actually I lied. That's probably the longest fight. It's like 2 episodes long at the end, and it's epic. We get a lot of like these characters going beyond their powers and all that, but yeah, it's a really good fantasy action. I don't want to see Amnesia because they're not really Amnesia, but other world in the sense of reincarnation of the entire world. And it's a little confusing, but as long as you keep up with it, you kind of learn all the differences and powers that they all have. So I do recommend it. It is a good series. 12 episodes out as of right now. You can find them in Crunchyroll. Few things that I didn't like about it is just that it felt almost rushed. It felt like this whole thing could have been 2 seasons, but I don't know. Maybe to some people that's a good thing. So I'm wondering how it compares to the volumes of light novel and manga, because it doesn't seem like a season 2 would be that long. They would go against the Beastmen, and that's about it, to be honest, unless there's more to be uncovered. So yeah. Oh well. Thank you guys so much for watching this. If you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. You guys can find me on social media or other places by checking the description below. And I will see you next time. See you guys.